Hi everyone, Faye here. Um, I had a really long day at work. I took an extra shift because one of my coworkers couldn't come in, so I got home later than usual. Um, I am not trying to complain or anything. I am very fortunate to have the jobs and I've worked really hard to get where I am today. Only a few years ago I was struggling to find a job and I was moving around a lot from one place to another. I really admire people who are honest in their work and everyday lives. Even when things get hard, I think it can be easy to resort to dishonest means to get by, especially when you're struggling. I like to think that I'm a honest person. At least, I try to be. Oh, I'm only talking about the thing because the theme of this week's video is rock bottom and redemption. My own personal definition of rock bottom is when a person has to stray from values they hold dear and do things they aren't proud of just to get by. For me, I think honesty is very important, and being dishonest is something I try to avoid at all costs. Even though there have been moments in my life when I've done things that I'm not proud of. I don't really like to dwell on the thing, and I certainly don't want people to pity me. But I do think it is important to remember where you come from and to learn from things that you've experienced in your own life. Here in Switzerland, one's allowed to live on their own at age 16. By then, I was eager to get out. I wanted to support myself, but I didn't realize how hard it would be. All of a sudden, I had nothing. I had nowhere to go, no one to turn to, and no money. I went a few days without eating and I got so desperate that I did something that I did not expect myself to do. I stole some food from a small grocery store. I felt horrible for doing this, even though it was for survival. I still somewhat regret having to do that, but if I hadn't, who knows how much longer I would have gone without eating. Going back and looking on all of that is something I used to not want to. I wanted to avoid thinking about what I had to do and how I had to live, but I've grown to see that it isn't something that I should forget. It's a part of me. If I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am now. I think it is very important to forgive yourself for things that you've done in the past that you aren't proud of. Some say that you need to hit rock bottom before you can really start to live your life and get it on track. And why my rock bottom came a bit earlier than most? I got through it and now I'm living my life comfortably and do not have to resort to dishonesty in order to get by. I can't say that I am unhappy with my life right now when I look back at how far I have come. Yes, I live in a small space and I work a lot and don't have a lot of extra money lying around. But it's enough to live on. One of the things that I have in my life right now that I always wanted is my friends. We are all so close. We care about each other, and having them is like having a family. Even if most of them don't live anywhere near me. I take pride in my life and how it is going. And I know that if I keep up what I'm doing now, then in the future I will be able to achieve what I want. I like to think that my goals for the future aren't too there. I'm a simple guy, and my hopes for the future are simple as well. All I really need is a stable job with good hours and a regular salary. And my friends. I would really love to start a family on my own one day as well. That's something I missed out on while I was growing up. And it would be amazing to be able to raise children of my own one day. I'm sorry, that's cheesy. Other than that, I hope I can continue to learn and grow as a person as I get older. And maybe one day I will be able to help people who are going through things similar to what I went through when I was younger. Anyway, I have to get ready for bed. I have a nearly shift in the morning. But I want to end this video by saying that it is possible to turn your life around and forgive yourself for doing things that you weren't proud of doing at the time. Hitting rock bottom can be tough, but it can also act as a solid foundation.